Hi everyone, I want to do a quick tutorial on the explanation of dividing a line into a certain amount of segments. In this example we're going to use a 3:7 ratio, so we're going to divide this line into 10 equal segments, of which we will have a ratio of 3:7. So let's read the question. It says divide the given line AB into a ratio of 3:7. As we have mentioned, all constructions must be shown and also indicate the distance of the ratio. So we have to make sure that we do the full construction and then indicate the relation of the 3:7 and the distances that applies to that. So let's start with the construction. We are given a line AB and we're going to divide line AB into the required segments. So we know that it's a ratio of 3:7, so we're going to say 3 plus 7 gives us 10 segments that we need to work with, and that is what we're going to use as a basis. We're going to start the construction by placing our ruler at the start of the line, which is A, and we are going to draw at any angle and any length a line from A. Once we have this construction line, we are going to divide this diagonal line, which is at any angle and any length, into 10 equal segments. We place our compass stretched to any comfortable distance at starting point A, and we're going to place our first arc on that diagonal line. You can also use a ruler for this, and then I would recommend using spaces of 5 or 10 millimeters on the diagonal line. The important thing is to make sure that each one of these segments are definitely the same distance apart from one another, and that you have to have 10 of these segments on the diagonal line. Once you have marked off all of the arcs or placed a reference dot equally spaced on the diagonal line of 10 millimeters in this case, between each space, we are going to label each one of these segments. So we're going to start from number 1 and work our way through 10. Now we're going to place our ruler at the last segment at number 10's intersection of the arc and the diagonal line, and we're going to line it up with the end of the line, which is point B in this case as reference point, and we draw a light construction line from that intersection at 10 to the end of line, which is B. This angle is very important because we're going to use this angle now for each one of the other segments all the way back to number 1's segment. So we're going to draw parallel to the angle from segment 10 to B, a light construction line now at 9, 8, 7 all the way back to number 1, perfectly parallel to the segment of number 10 to B. Once we have done that, we are going to apply the ratio of 3:7. So at segment 3, we're going to draw a dark solid line back to line AB on the parallel construction line that we have created. And that will give us the first 3 segments, which is the 3 ratio that we are requiring. And then we will draw in for the next 7 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which will be from 10 to B, the last 7 segments of the 3:7 ratio, and then you have done the constructions. Finally, we will indicate the distances, the actual distances of each of the 3:7 ratio. Therefore, the first 3 segments we will measure with our calibrated scale ruler. That is exactly 38 millimeters in this example. And then the 7 segments that follow will be then 88 millimeters. The overall length of this will be 126 millimeters. So therefore we know line AB is in total 126 millimeters. The ratio of 3:7 is the ratio equals 38 millimeters for the first 3 segments and then 88 millimeters for the last 7 segments. And that is how we will make use of constructions to determine the ratio of a line where we have a given line provided at a certain distance and we want to divide that line into a specific ratio. Thank you very much for watching.